My name is David McIntire. I am an IT Services Research Director with NelsonHall. My primary focus areas are around application and digital consulting services. So application services on ERP implementation services or application development using Agile and DevOps. From the digital consulting side, looking at some of the incorporation of creative services like UX, UI design into the application development process. I think the most exciting thing has been the shift in the objectives and aims of internal engagements. So they used to be focused primarily on internal IT initiatives. And now you're seeing a bigger shift to focusing on digital and applications in the core delivery of businesses. And whether that's the use of digital in customer interactions or the incorporation of new technologies such as IoT in the manufacturing process, for example. And this shift has had a major impact across the life cycle, including the buyers of these services, shifting from internal IT buyers to business buyers. It changes the business case and the values being sought, where it used to be maybe cost reduction, now it's a shift to increased revenues or accelerated time to market. And then of course with all of that comes a shift in the complexity and risk of these engagements as well. The biggest change we're seeing is the changing client expectations of how vendors deliver these services. So they want to see greater incorporation of user experience from the beginning of a project. They want to see the greater use of organization and change management principles to impact the broader change, moving beyond just a simple technical change. They want to see vendors use agile development capabilities to improve the speed at which things are delivered. And they want to see greater use of automation across the delivery life cycle, whether it's in testing automation, deployment, or in operations. So I actually flipped. I used to actually work for an IT services delivery firm, a consulting firm. For 16 years prior to joining NelsonHall, I worked at Accenture, with the largest portion of my career there focused on developing and helping sell new application and digital services contracts. So I would define the organization, define the cost model, define performance metrics, and help kind of stand up these new organizations. And I shifted out of that role into the industry analyst role because I was really intrigued by the opportunity to step out of individual client engagements and build a more holistic understanding of the market itself, how it's evolving, and how various vendors are changing their offerings over time. My favorite part of my role is applying what I'm learning as part of a research project to the direct impact to help shape a client's offerings and capabilities. So I've had clients reach out to me to look at things like identifying potential niche acquisitions they could make for a specific capability area, or how they can shape their offerings to better attract a new service line growth, or how they can modify their offerings for a specific industry. So taking the research I've spent months creating and taking that and applying it directly to a single company's objectives and goals for growth is really the most interesting and kind of satisfying part of the role. Well, I live in Colorado, and it's practically a state law that, when you live in Colorado, you enjoy the outdoors. So my wife and I spend a lot of time outdoors. In the summer, we do a lot of hiking and fly fishing, and in the winter, we do skiing and snowshoeing. So we do get up into the mountains quite a bit. In addition to that, we like to travel internationally, so we tend to take one or two big international trips a year and see the world a little more. I would welcome an opportunity to meet with your executives to understand how they're adapting their offerings to the market, as well as their views on the market as a whole and where they see the market moving in the future.